For carving the occlusal side, before I carve the occlusal surface, I should check what I have. The buccal side, I have trapezoid outline, right? I have two slopes, mesial and distal. Distal is longer. I have buccal ridge in the middle, cervical ridge. Okay. In the proximal, I have two height of contours. In the buccal at the cervical fourth. In the lingual, it is in the middle of the crown, not in the middle of the lingual cusp, in the middle of the crown, because I reduced the height of the lingual cusp. So it is now measured by the crown length, okay? Here and here, see? Cervical third, here I have height of contour. Above the height of contour, I have the future lingual cusp, right? This is the cusp tip of the lingual cusp, connected to the buccal cusp by continuous plane, as you see. Okay, then I have also here my severe lingual convergency, and take care it should be equal from both sides, because sometimes you remove from here more than here. It should be identical. Okay, now I'm going to make my occlusal carving. First of all, what I'm going to do here, this is my cusp tip in the buccal, and this is my cusp in the lingual. Shall I make my central groove in the middle? No. It should be located in the lingual third. يعني I will divide the distance دي 2/3 buccal, 1/3 lingual. 2/3 ناحية البكل, 1/3 lingually, and I will put my mark here. There will be the central groove. But my central groove is not centralized. It is shifted lingually. طب lingually بقد ايه؟ value بتاعه قد ايه يعني؟ divide the distance 2/3 buccal, 1/3 lingual. Put your cervical, put your central groove here. Okay? طيب, what else? At the sides of the cervical of the central line here, central groove, put your marginal ridges here and here. Draw two lines which are my marginal ridges. طيب, I used to do what? I used to do separation between the buccal and the lingual cusps. Here it will be minimal separation. Why minimal separation? Because I have what I told you, the transverse ridge. You see this connection? The two triangular ridges are connected together. I see it on the cast like here. You see there is continuation between the triangular ridge of the buccal and that of the lingual, with a slight separation here in the central groove. You see the central groove where it is placed, 2/3 toward the buccal and 1/3 towards the lingual. I will do the same. What I'm going to do, I will do slight separation. You remember the V shape we used to separate? I will do this again here, but shallow separation. And this is the buccal and reach to the central groove from the lingual cusp. Also here go slightly like this. So I separated them slightly by V shape removal of the see, slight separation. Type, what else? Here I have my marginal ridge and central groove. In the center I'm going to make my fossa by the tip of the carver like this, slightly. The other side again, here my marginal ridge, and intersection with the central groove, go here at this area and go another groove here for the fossa. Then try to make by the tip of the carver here accentuation of the marginal ridge and carving for the cusp here. Go upward, from upward downward till you reach the central groove. So I'm removing wax here in the side. The other side also will remove and leave this area connected. Okay, here the same. The lingual part, try to remove slightly because actually it is a very small cusp, so I will try to make it carve it in such a way by very minute removal of the wax, as you see. But the important point to leave the middle part connected like this to make my transverse ridge. Okay, so I have again here I can make slight roundation for this fossa because it is no more triangular. Okay, one is circular, one is oval, so I will trying slightly to make, as you see, I have my transverse ridge connected together. I have my central groove shifted toward the lingual cusp. I have two fossae on the sides of the central groove, two marginal ridges, severe convergency. Don't forget my characteristic groove here. This is the mesial side, this is the lingual side. At the line angle exactly here. This is my fossa, right? Go here on the line angle. And go like this. By the back of the carver. Start at the fossa, go on the, start at the fossa here, okay, go on the line angle downward on the crown like this, so that when I look from the lingual side I can see my mesiolingual groove. When I look from the proximal side, mesial side, I can see also the line, the groove, which is called the mesiolingual groove. Okay, of course what I'm going to do now, just make finishing. My finishing, all these lines should be rounded because I have spheroidal rounded lingual cusp, right? Don't leave lines. It will be like this. All the lines here should be removed, as you know. This is my finishing. Remove all the markings. Make proper roundation for all the lines. Don't forget that I told you my buccal cusp is pointed. So how can I make it pointed? By the curved part of the carver here, I can make slight removal here from the slope, the mesial and distal slope. If I make them slightly concave here, slightly concave, as you see, like this, here and here, this will automatically give my buccal cusp a pointed appearance. Okay. Now I have my diamond shape, right? Occlusal outline, diamond, baculingually greater than mesiodistally. I have what? Severe lingual convergency, central groove shifted lingually, two marginal ridges. After that I have inside two fossae. Okay. Try to make some polishing. Okay, then I'm going to take my root as usual done in the canine. I will measure my root length, okay, which is 14 millimeter. Take the measurement, draw your root on all sides, then cut and carve it in a conical shape as we used to do. This is the carving for the mandibular. First the premolar. I want to tell you one important point. Here I told you in the drawing that my mesial marginal ridge is obliquely directed, right? So obliquely directed and parallel to the transverse ridge. So I can come here, try to make it like this. You see? I'm accentuating slightly the direction of the mesial marginal ridge to be obliquely directed, as we know. Okay, and to be continuous with my mesial or mesiolingual groove. Okay, here the distal, as you see, this is your marginal ridge in the distal. It is almost horizontally placed. You see the light reflection here. This is the distal marginal ridge. Here, my mesial marginal ridge. It is obliquely directed downward and marked by the mesiolingual groove.